Staff Sergeant Matt Silliman is checking Fire Truck 31 to make sure all of its equipment is in working order. Sergeant Silliman works as a fire protection crew chief at Aviano Air Base, and during his duty hours, one of his tasks is to keep all of the station's equipment in peak condition. When he's off duty, however, he spends his time making sure his body is in peak condition.
It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle because you spend 20 hours plus a week training.
He needs those 20 hours a week too, because he's about to run the length of the Air Force PT test 17 times. That is, of course, after he's ridden his bicycle 112 miles. Not to mention that his 26.2-mile run and his 112-mile bike ride are after a 2.4-mile swim. This is all part of an Ironman triathlon. Matt will be participating in a Canadian triathlon in August of 2014, and right now he's obviously in training mode. When asked what caused him to adopt this intensive workout schedule, he said that his motivation initially started from one man's instigation.
It's a funny story. My assistant fire chief, my first base, one day during PT, we had a 2.5-mile cross-country run every Wednesday, and he beat me, and he made fun of me so bad. As a master sergeant, I was at A1C. He said, "You gonna let this old man beat you? You're slow." And from there, I took it personally.
This instigation fueled Matt to compete in several triathlons, and it also inspired him to keep going until he reaches Ironman status. But when Matt's love for the sport and his dedication to success bring him to the finish line, he knows that his feelings of accomplishment will carry on into other areas of his life.
To look back on triathlon or things of that nature and say, I did that, why can't I do this? And then you do it.
Luckily for Matt, his hobbies of swimming, running, and biking all bring him closer to achieving a competitive finish time at the Canadian Ironman Triathlon. Instead of only conquering the challenges life throws at him, Matt willingly takes on new challenges that will also prepare him for the numerous physical and mental obstacles he faces in his Air Force firefighting job.
Copy. Please stay away.
Senior Airman Roman Weber, Aviano Air Base, Italy.